Hello. Spring is just around the corner and I found these at our local Dollar Tree. Super cute. It comes in a pack of 2 as a front and a back, and so we are going to transform this. It's $1.25 at the local Dollar Tree, and we're going to transform this into something that looks a little bit more home decor worthy. So I'm just going to take it apart, and then I'm going to take these 2 sides. There's another piece of tape down there. Take those aside. Okay. Then we're going to put these 2 together. Make sure it has a nice fit. Oh. There we go. Now, if you get an odd one that doesn't snap together that well, you can certainly use a little bit of glue. But now we have a 3-dimensional cute little bunny. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take some of my chalk paint. Now I couldn't find any really nice brown chalk paint that I liked, and so I decided to make my own. Making your own chalk paint is super easy. It's simply 3 parts paint, regular whatever paint you have on hand, 3 parts paint, and 1 part of plaster Paris, and a little bit of water. And so you just get a container of some sort. You get your plaster of Paris, put it in the container, add a little bit of water, make a nice little paste, and then you add your paint to it. Now I seem to have thinned mine out a little bit. You can make it as thick or thin as you like. I tend to like to do my chalk paint in thin coats because then I have a double coverage and it's a little bit more durable. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint this, and I'll come back when it's all done. So when you are done, you're going to have the whole thing coated in your brown, and it almost looks like a little cute chocolate bunny. So you could leave it like that, tie a cute little ribbon around its neck and be done. We're just going to take it one step further. So we're going to do a little technique called dry brushing. So I have 3 different colors here. I have a light gray, I have a soft blue, and then I have a black. So you're just going to pounce your brush a little bit on your first color, and then you're going to mark it off. You just want to do some dry brushing. Now you're going to stay in one direction with this because in the end you'll see the textures all going one way, and almost is going to be like a wood grain look when we're done. Just bounce a little bit of that off. Go all the way around. Perfection is not the goal, and totally covering it is not the goal. So you're just going to go all the way around. Head, ears, dry brushing does not take long to dry at all because you're literally putting on a very light layer. So you can dry brush over top of dry brushing. So there is the layer of gray. So I get this neck okay. Then I'm going to go a little bit of blue. The reason that you add different colors is because it'll give your undercoat a little bit of depth to what you're doing. The blue is very similar in color. You could just use whatever color you have on hand. I still want some of that brown to show through. It's okay if it's a little bit, if you get more in some areas than others. Again, perfection is not the goal. You want this to look like an old bunny you found in your grandma's attic when we're done. There we go. So when you are done all your dry brushing, it will look like this. Cute. So you could just leave it like that and put a little bow on it, and it would be super cute. But I'm going to actually flip mine over, and I'm going to use the back side of the bunny, and I'm going to just do a little dry brush again. This time I'm going to use a smaller artist brush, and again, you just want to load your paintbrush, tap it off, because I want this to be a dry brush, and this is for his ears. Whoop. This is just going to be for his ears. Put a little pink on there. Same with the other side. Again, load your brush and then dry brush. Again, you make it your own. You can put as little or as much as you want on there. Here's little ears. Then I just had a little piece of that fun foam, and so I just cut a very small triangle, and so I'm just going to glue that on. Just a very small amount of glue. I'm just using hot glue for that. Make sure it's centered on his little face. Okay, there's his little nose, and I want to just do a very, very simple face. So what I normally do if I want to make perfectly round dots is I either use the end of a paintbrush, but this one wasn't quite as big as I'd like it to be. And I'm just going to do a trial on that. So see, that's not going to be very big for eyes. So I found a mini glue stick, and I'm going to give that a try to see if that's going to be a good size eyes for what I'm wanting, and I believe it is. So I'm going to put a couple of eyes on. One eye there, cute, and one eye right beside. His little face. And then I just need a very small brush to make the tiniest little mouth. It's just going to come down a little bit from his nose. Just like that. Now, if you wanted to, you could certainly put whiskers on, or anything else that you might like. Now I'm just going to put a bow on him, and then he will be done. And then I'll show you what he looks like. Cute little face.